Hello and welcome back to our HIP Roman Restoration campaign. In our last episode, we won our war against Lesser Armenia over here to take this duchy, which is good, and we are just about a year away from our truce with Rome expiring, so we can go to war with them again. So in the meantime, I guess we'll just do nothing and wait for time to pass. Sure, there's actually something we can do. Let's see. We can hold a feast or a summer fair. I guess we'll hold a summer fair. Why not? We have plenty of money. And our vassal here, who we just convinced to convert to Orthodox, is busy converting his own vassals, so that's great. Hopefully we'll get all of this land over here converted to Orthodox without having to actually do it ourselves. Although I thought my nephew here, Dux of Thessalonica, to be a more reasonable man, his request to be allowed to duel his rival was slightly erratic. He claimed to be constantly subject to affronts from his rival and asked for permission to defend his honor. Sure. By all means. Okay. I guess he didn't die. And a son was born to our heir. Not a genius, unfortunately. So hopefully, I don't know, I was going to say hopefully he dies in infancy, but that's a terrible thing to wish on our grandson. Oh well. They might not even have a genius child anyway. So we'll wait until they have a second son who is a genius before we wish death on our grandchildren. But that's another generation of succession secured, so good news, I suppose. I have given the order that a summer fair should be held in Constantinople. Should make the peasants happy. Ooh. News has reached court that a claimant to my titles, Caesar Constantius, is hiring men for an attack against me. Okay, he has a strong claim on the empire, I guess. I hope he's not prone to accidents. Well, we're currently plotting to kill the Sultan of Rome, but it seems to be unlikely to succeed, and in any case, our truce is expiring soon anyway. So let's cancel that and see if we can plot to kill him. Certainly a couple of bribable characters. I don't think we're getting over 100 though. We have plenty of money to spare, so we may as well bribe the people who are on the fence anyway. See how high that gets us. The Summer Fair's archery contest went very well. The clout and the space around it was filled with arrows. Some of them had hit the bullseye, some of them had missed the clout altogether. The winner was a modest man who disappeared rather quickly after he collected his prize. You can say that's suspicious. Become paranoid. 100% chance of becoming paranoid. I don't think we want that. We'd rather have the diplomacy, or we can say, good archer, that man. And our nephew here will approve. Okay, sounds fine. Okay, the Sultan won against his Orthodox revolt, and we have raiders. Meanwhile, we have another peasant revolt, or another revolt up here in Crimea. I believe the last one was actually a Tengri uprising. This is a peasant revolt, okay. And a minor clan rising, apparently. Well, I guess we'll turn this army right around and raise a few more troops from some of our nearby vassals here. Well, you don't have much, do you? Yeah, about twice their numbers, that's probably good enough. We have been raising our vassals' troops a lot, so I'd rather not raise too many while we have the opportunity to be at peace for a while. Every summer fair, mages and diviners flock to read signs, events, and omens. Their interpretation of such things are often exaggerated, but there are still people who believe in their rituals and interpretations. We can allow them to stay, lose piety, and annoy this guy, or banish them from the summer fair. which raises the revolt risk. We'll just allow them to stay. Sounds harmless. Sultan is exiling some person, okay. Peddlers are loading their wares and the merchants are taking down their stalls. The jugglers, strolling players, and the other entertainers are preparing to leave. The summer fair is over for this year. It was great fun while it lasted. Okay then. You have stolen some wonderful technology from Barcelona. Sounds good. Let's not be in charge ourselves. We are attacking into the hills here. And there is no crossing, okay. So just the hills penalty, I think we'll be just fine here. So this adventurer is due to arrive on the 12th of May. In 2 years, in 1108. So I'm not sure whether we should consider delaying our war with Rome, which is going to be March 1107. I don't think we'll have finished the war by the time the adventurer arrives. I imagine we'll probably be able to handle him, though. There's a noble warrior at the gate. He says he's a veteran of many battles and desires to become a champion of your house. He praises your wisdom and honor, and pledges to always defend you and your household if you will accept him in your retinue. Sure, why not? Andreas. Court. Andreas of Dubrovnik. Alright, good martial character. He'll make a good commander. Or maybe even marshal. Okay, they're actually going to get out to here, which is plains, even better. And they escaped again to marshland. I'm not sure if that conveys a defensive penalty. I guess we'll find out. Or a defensive advantage, even. No terrain penalties either way, okay. So an easy battle, we'll follow them and hopefully wipe them out. Oh, actually, we are at 100, so we'll just enforce our demands. And execute him as an example to others. Disband our troops, get our Events 1 troops back over here. Our plot's at 85%. Ah, a few more people are bribable now, though. Okay. Since we're going to be able to get it over 100, I think we'll definitely not delay our war against Rome. Since there's a pretty good chance of this firing. And even if it doesn't, like I said, I think we can probably handle a host invasion at the same time. I guess one of our commanders has died. So Andreas here can step in. He didn't have to wait too long. Okay, my plot has been revealed. My reputation is ruined. Sounds like an exaggeration, but there you go. Raiders down here, I guess we'll just ignore them, since we are about to declare war pretty soon. Oh, they're leaving anyway, okay. Apparently lost another commander. And I guess the captain of the Varangian Guard here is our best candidate there. Seems appropriate. I guess the former captain Gandalf has died. Yeah, just recently, okay. Natural death at the age of 58, okay. How sad. to be back at some point as Gandalf the White, though. That's how it works. Okay, our truce is up, so let's go ahead and look at our CBs and see what kind of wars we can declare. Let's see. I guess we do a religious reconquest or holy war, since we can do that. We don't have the cooldown. Not sure what the difference is between religious reconquest and holy war. It seems to be probably about the same. The result is that we vassalize lords of our religion and take all other titles. So I'm fine with getting vassals as long as they are of my own religion. So I guess we'll just take an adjacent duchy. This one is 3 counties as well. And this would make our borders look a lot nicer. Or we could continue conquering down along the coast here. No, I think we'll take this one in here. Ankara. Nearby Sunni rulers might ask to join. That's okay. We can probably handle that. Let's go for it. I will raise my domain troops just in case some powerful Sunni rulers do join. We'll disband the troops down here on the islands. And let's see, I hope we can get these troops through here without getting them caught and destroyed. Alright, our castle has finished construction, or one of them has. Do have another one building somewhere. So no upgrades as yet. We'll probably build a few upgrades in there, since the lower level ones are pretty cheap. Maybe we'll decline to spend any money while we're in a war here, and potentially in 2 wars if our adventurer actually arrives without being murdered. Still over 100 there. Okay. With our first 10,000 troops together here, we can, I think, march into enemy territory and start taking out some of these armies before they can form up, hopefully. A lot of these provinces are mountains, but I think we'll have the numbers to win battles anyway, without too much trouble. Oh, he's got 5,000 in there, with another 3,000, 4,000 almost arriving. Maybe we don't want to take that battle in the mountains. At least not without a few thousand more men. So it looks like he's heading into Amorium. I think with 14,000 we have enough to catch him in the mountains. Or to beat him in the mountains, rather. So I think we'll go ahead and do it. Our daughter-in-law claims she would be a better steward than our current guy. Well, unfortunately, he is landed, so we are going to have to deny you your request. So 14k versus 9k in the mountains. Might have about 1,000 more on the way. Oh, we have troops over here too. I guess we'll send them over here and hopefully use them to reinforce this battle. They have no leaders in one of their flanks, which is good news. We did cross a river too, though. And we have a vassal founding an elective succession faction, okay. Our second castle also finished construction, which is great. Alright, so they didn't even get there in time to reinforce it. We'll follow to here, Are you involved in this war, or are you just a vassal? It looks like this guy. Actually, these guys both have similar emblems. I think it's this guy, actually. Okay. Well, 4,000 more troops is not a big deal. We can handle that. See, we'll take half of this stack down here to the capital. Andreas of Dubrovnik claims he would be a better marshal than our current marshal. Well, again, current guy is landed, so we're going to have to say no. Good news for Andreas, though, is he's maimed, so he might die soon. Okay. And I guess we'll get into our target duchy and start sieging some land there. Okay, we inherited this duchy. Okay, so this is where the du jour problem is, where one of the counties in here is under the wrong duke. Let's see, you're under me? Alright, never mind. So I guess we can't really do anything too much about this. Oh, we can get this county out from under him. If we grant the Duchy of Peristrion to this character. So he'll get the other two as vassals, and he'll get out from under this guy. Okay, so that's things a little better there. There's still one county that's in the wrong duchy, but we have improved things slightly. Sultan Ali the Just of Upper Mesopotamia has been called in, so he looks like he might be relatively strong, 6,000. Okay. So we should be on the alert. Maybe we should have made an effort to kill this 5,000 before it got out of range here. Just in case it forms up with some more armies and becomes a bit of a problem. And in fact, maybe it's a better idea to just concentrate on our target duchy here completely. And this guy's being called in with 18,000 troops. Okay, that could be a problem. Okay, I think once we finish these two sieges, we'll move these armies up here into our target duchy. Okay, a daughter was born to our son. Also not a genius. We have an independence faction. None of these gaining much support as of yet, so we can just continue to ignore them. I'm sure he's not a heretic. Okay, so you can head through here. Release all the prisoners and take everyone else. Did we get some war score out of that? We got 2 prisoners that were worth war score, so that's an extra 10% we wouldn't otherwise have. Up to 62. We're being sieged in Cyprus again, of course. But I hope that by just concentrating on our target duchy here... Oh dear. So the host has arrived and they've landed right in the middle of our existing war. Okay. Well, that's not good. Let's see, they have 15,000 troops or so, which is fine. We have 21,000 right here. Looks like he's heading in to attack me in Ankara, though. Good news is I'm in the mountains. and there is a river crossing, so let's see, we'll stop sending this army in here, we'll be able to reinforce. And we'll have greater numbers for that battle. Okay, I think this is going to be alright. Not convenient or ideal, but I think we'll get through it. But I'll have to wait until the next episode to find out, because we're just about out of time here. Thanks for watching, and join me again then.